This episode is brought to you by Libre DeFi Animal Farms NFT series. These 2,500 uniquely generated NFTs will give you an all-access pass to the Libre platform with additional perks like APR boosts for staking and farming, early access to the PTE gaming beta, and more. And if you mint with the Libre token, you'll get 2 NFTs for the price of 1. Visit LibreDeFi.io for more details on acquiring this awesome NFT series. Link in the description below.
This my 2 Satoshis, who need 2 cents when they can get double from stacking Toshis, yeah.
It's your boy Crypto Blood, and welcome to another My 2 Satoshis crypto news update for you, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are looking at Ethereum 2.0. You know, they tried to rebrand it as consensus layer and not call it ETH 2.0, but everyone in the industry is still calling it ETH 2.0. Regardless of what the foundation is trying to massage and get everyone to call it. It is still ETH 2.0 to most of us, and it is to me as well. But, you know, I've been a huge skeptic of this upgrade because it's like I always attribute it to the analogy of trying to update or change or fix an engine while it's running. That's one of the hardest things, if not impossible, to do. There's over $38 billion worth of ETH2 tokens stake, or Ethereum tokens stake for ETH2 in the ETH2 contract. So there's a lot of confidence in this move over to Ethereum 2.0. Those tokens that people staked in Ethereum 1.0 tokens into the Ethereum 2.0 contract can never be retrieved. So it's, you know, there's a lot of faith in Ethereum 2.0 to roll out and for people to get their ETH 2.0 equivalents once the beacon chain or whatever actually releases and goes live. I'm going to show you guys some Reddit comments from the Ethereum community over there talking about, hey, this is not an event. It's not like ETH 2.0 is coming out on a specific date. It's more of a rollout. It's a process. It's not going to be an event like Vitalik and others are touting out there. And a lot of the community agrees with them. So we'll take a look at that. Is that an excuse? Is that a scapegoat for them to prolong this even more? Remember, I've been around the space since 2013. I remember in 2016-ish, Ethereum was talking about upgrading. Okay, so we're well off from the mark, and that's normal. That is normal in, you know, this world of software development and engineering. However, I'm just, because Ethereum 1.0 is so huge and there's so much at risk, I think it's going to take even longer for this process that they're saying to actually come to fruition. So we'll take a look at that. I also want to take a look at how Ethereum 2.0 is affecting traditional companies and stocks. Nvidia, yes, Nvidia is and has benefited from the proof of work community of coins that use their GPUs to secure and find blocks on the network. Are and should they be, that is the investors, be worried about the Ethereum 2.0 upgrade? Because we know that Ethereum 2.0 is all about proof of stake, not proof of work, and I'll go into more details about how that affects GPU mining. And in addition to affecting the GPU or hardware industry, how is the Ethereum 2.0 going to affect L2 solutions like Polygon? We have one called Scale that's doing very well. It's up 102% in a matter of days because they're launching their new platform, finally moving into their own network. How is this Ethereum 2.0 going to affect layer 2 networks like Polygon and Scale and many others? Because that's the whole point of those. They're trying to scale Ethereum 1.0 so that you don't have the issues that you have currently on the native chain. They're doing that on a layer 2 architecture. But when Ethereum 2.0 comes out, is there any need for an L2? I personally say no, there isn't. We'll take a look at all 3 subjects on today's episode of My 2 Satoshis. Let's get it.
But before we start, if you guys find these types of videos informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this.
All right, first things first, I gotta show you what the Ethereum community is saying on Reddit. They're saying ETH 2.0 is not a product, is not a one-day, one-off type of event where we're all of a sudden going to say, oh, ETH 2.0 is here, or a consensus layer is what the Ethereum Foundation wants us to call it. Again, I ain't calling it the consensus layer. That sounds retarded as hell. But ETH 2.0, not a product, is what the community is saying on the Ethereum Reddit threads. Over 1.3 million blockchain enthusiasts are over there chatting about Ethereum. The consensus is basically that Ethereum 2.0 is not a product they're saying that will launch one day, as Vitalik described it. Ethereum will slowly morph into a different, more advanced version with subtle improvements over time. How do you guys feel about that? Is that an escape route for them? Are they using this to say, hey, we told you that Ethereum 2.0 is not an event, it's not a product release date, it's going to take some time? Does that just kind of give them room, right, to say, hey, this could take 2, 3, 4, 5 years for it to actually scale up? I personally think it is. You guys gotta let me know in the comments below. I know like people really think this Ethereum 2.0 is going to be just the solution for everything, and it may be, but maybe it's too little too late. That's my opinion on it. But the community is saying the ETH 2.0 deadline, not really something we should be waiting on. Is really to better focus on 2 separate workloads, one namely being the migration to proof of stake, and then you also have the rollout of the sharded network infrastructure. So that's what they're saying. These 2 things are going to be implemented in phases. Okay, I bet you a lot of the people that deposited their ETH, their hard-earned ETH, into that new ETH 2.0 contract didn't understand that concept and don't understand they're going to be waiting for a very long time to get their ETH 2.0 tokens. And so what the community is saying, if you're expecting a date for the ETH 2.0 launch, then basically you're going to be upset. You're going to be let down, basically, is what they're saying. These statements got over 400 upvotes in less than 12 hours. So a lot of the community is understanding of this, at least on Reddit. I wonder how many people outside of Reddit and speculators are understanding what's going on here. The ETH 2.0 contract currently, as I stated at the beginning of the video, holds $38.7 billion, almost equivalent to a Motorola, a BNY Mellon, or even ST Microelectronics. These are big companies, so there's a lot of faith behind it. I personally think it is going to be a process, not an event, as well as it's already been. It's been that way. So it's not like we're seeing anything different from the Ethereum core developers team at all. This has been a process since 2016, to be quite frank with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about that. And also, with this Ethereum 2.0 upgrade, are we going to see companies like Nvidia be affected by the move to proof of stake? As you guys may understand or not, and I'll explain here, proof of work coins really are GPU resource intensive. These hardware devices, like chips made by Nvidia and others, are in high demand, and they are needed a lot to make these computations and secure the networks of proof of work coins. Currently, Ethereum is a proof of work token. It is moving to a proof of stake token, which is going to take less energy. So your carbon footprint is going to come down significantly. This is why I love all of your DPoS blockchains like EOS, Wax, Telos. They have a net carbon footprint 17,000 to over 32,000 times less than Bitcoin and Ethereum. So this is the move that needs to be done, to be honest with you. And this is the move that's going to only allow Ethereum on the layer 1 or layer 0 level to scale. That's the only way you're going to see this happen. But this article out of Motley Fool talks about this, and they're having the conversation about whether or not Ethereum 2.0 is going to kill a lot of the profits for Nvidia. They've lived off of this for a long time and actually tried to be proactive and move away from allowing people to have their chips be compliant or compatible with proof of work blockchain, so that they can really start setting the expectations correctly with their revenue. And so they've been trying to be proactive with that, but I think a lot of their profit still comes, or revenue I should say, still comes from the blockchain mining industry, to be quite frank with you. Here's the thing though, and I'll leave a link to this. What this podcast talks about here is the fact that there may be a silver lining in here for Nvidia as we see more of these metaverses come out. It's using, more resources from a graphical standpoint. Maybe that will make up for a lot of the shortfall they're going to see from the actual mining. Maybe we'll see a pickup on the usage of the 3D worlds with these metaverses, and maybe that'll bridge the gap. I highly doubt that it will, to be honest with you. But hey, we'll have to see. You guys got to let me know what you think in the comments below about that. Will the metaverse 3D world help bridge the gap and continue the demand for NVIDIA chips? Let me know in the comments below. Lastly, this is a big one, and I think in the short run, no, this is not going to have a huge effect on L2 solutions, layer 2 solutions that are scaling Ethereum like Polygon / MATIC. But I think long term, you are going to run into an issue where honestly, Polygon is not going to be necessary. Other tokens that scale, other L2 solutions that are scaling Ethereum are not going to be necessary. Now, how long is this? Is this a 2-year, 5-year time horizon? I don't know, but it does kind of, and should, for you, if you're holding these coins, you got to start looking a little bit further out to see whether or not this is a long-term play for you. And I don't think it will be. I think this is a race to the bottom. You are seeing some metrics out here that are showing that maybe there is a slowdown in the interest in Polygon. And one of those metrics, there are a few in this article, but one I want to really point out here is the fact that daily transactions on the Polygon chain has been on a decline, a steady decline since June of 2021. So maybe this is the market slowly starting to realize that MATIC may not be a long-term play, and that there are other solutions that may be still in their shine as well, right? We got solutions like Scale, which I'll talk about in here in a second. They've just rolled out their new crypto platform, actually gone up 102% in a couple of days. And so maybe that's part of a competition hitting the market against MATIC or Polygon, or it could just be the network as a whole finally figuring out that ETH 2.0, whenever that is going to definitely take shine and utility away from Polygon. I mean, if you want to trade Polygon, in my opinion, in the short run, cool. That's great. I think there's a lot of liquidity. You can do that. But as a long-term hodl, I wouldn't do it. It's just too much risk. And we know that in the future, there will not be a need for Polygon. So what's the point of any of these layer 2 solutions? Let me know in the comments below if you agree with me or disagree. I would love to hear what you have to say about that. But one of the layer 2 solutions that just soared 102% in a matter of days is this one called Scale. And this protocol is designed to help Web 3.0 developers sidestep congestion on the Ethereum blockchain, just like most of the others. Unlike traditional software release, this is a decentralized effort across 46 validating organizations running 150 plus nodes. That means that upgrading the network takes place over several days, as validators often run different hardware configurations and different software. So scale.network is where you can get more information about this platform and why it's unique. I personally think any L2 bridge is going to be null and void in the next 2 to 5 years. It's kind of a very short-term play. But yeah, check it out, scale.network, if you want more information about that. The token is actually traded on Coinbase, Binance, Coinbase Pro, and some others, crypto.com. So it does have some major exchanges listing it, and so therefore it's probably a lot of liquidity there. I think the coin, it has a market cap of $887 million right now, so it's in the top 100. So it ain't a fly-by-night coin, but I will say that the all-time high, it's about 78% away from that. So there is some room for growth. If you are short term looking to make some money on this, it could possibly be a lot of upside for you. $1.22 was its all-time high. It's currently trading at only 25 cents. So there, hey, you may have some room for up swings there in that particular coin. But that's pretty much it for today, ladies and gents. Let me know your thoughts about ETH 2.0. Are we like far from it? Should we be looking at it as not an event, but an actual process? And also, is NVIDIA and other hardware makers going to be in trouble when ETH 2.0 comes out, along with layer 2 solutions? I need to know what you guys think about that in the comments below. If you found this video informative, make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. Your boy Crypto Blood, I'm out of here. Holla!